What is up, guys? Today I'm back just giving a little quick update slash showing you how I plan on pre-studying my classes. I touched on this in another video. However, I am on track right now to get started in February, meaning I have about 30 days to do nothing but pre-study the classes I need to take. So based on my math, I have these classes left. So I kind of want to just explain what my methodology is going through this. Step one, I am researching the class via Reddit and basically posting the most helpful links in this spreadsheet here. So for instance, I'll just open up this random one. I hear ethics and technology is pretty easy, and a lot of people will post, hey, I use this Quizlet. And so basically what I've done is I've made these Quizlets and I have basically memorized them, give or take, to a relatively decent degree. I hear this one can just logic through it. But what I've done is basically copy and pasted these Quizlets and I've memorized them. And basically, when I take the class, theoretically, even if it's not, I'm 100% ready there, I guarantee you it's going to be a lot faster than if I don't do this. Natural Science Lab, I heard it's a write-up paper. You just boil water and you just write on boiling water. That's what I'm going to do. Computer architecture. I guess I'm now going through all of them. This actually allows me to have a certain pay. I have my WGU email ready. Actually, it lets me access these practice sets and things like that. But nonetheless, there's a lot of good Reddit posts on this about reading. Like all this stuff. The Quizlets, right? I have this Quizlet. I've memorized the 239. Well, not all of them, but the majority of the 239 terms. Discrete math. I haven't done all of it here, but there's a lot of good posts. And even without having any WGU resources, you can actually learn quite a bit. I also hear it's pretty close to study.com. There's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of people who will post a lot of good information on this that you could just go and watch. Here's a YouTube playlist you can watch. Here's this one was a pretty detailed breakdown. I saw somewhere, I need to go find it, but they even posted like work problems. Like, look at this. That's a lot of stuff that one can go through just to get reminded on how to do some of this stuff. Or taught, I guess. Software 1, Software 2, what I'm doing here is I have Code with Mosh. I'm going to learn Java, basically. That's what I'm going to do there. Discrete Math 2, this is just these are just posts on people talking about it. What I'm having here is I have on Udemy of a Python course, so I'm going to learn the basics of Python. Same thing with scripting applications. This one is pretty good. This guy straight up, I don't think he knew how. Did he say I knew how to code? For some of us without previous to coding, this can be a doozy. Well, I have coding experience, so although not in C++, I feel more comfortable with the coding classes because I've been self-learning how to code for last year, so I have a little advantage in that aspect. Data structure algorithm, operating system for programmers. Basically, this one's kind of similar to computer architecture where there's a bunch of Quizlets, a bunch of things to read. Now, you can also, if you're trying to pre-study, you can actually find the book. Someone posted the name of the book, and I just Googled it. Please don't crucify me for just looking up the PDF version, but someone had posted the PDF, so now I have the book I could read through if I want to pre-study. There's also this website called QuizSoar for these two classes that are basically QuizSoar. That basically there are a bunch of work problems, I should say. So this is operating systems, this is quality assurance. What I've done is I've actually taken them and putting them into Anki. And what I have is I've been working through Anki. So I have a computer architecture one that I've been working through that I've in my short-term memory, and Anki helps me put in my long-term memory. Discrete math, these are I don't need these anymore. I can delete them. That was from study.com. I have my ethics and technology deck that I'm putting in the long term, and I have my software quality assurance. This is the same thing. What comes with calculation? Inconsistent is an interface? Nope, computation. So this is kind of the process I do every single day. I need to get better at basically putting this into basically putting this in my habit where I wake up and review these every day. Usability test is also called acceptance testing. Is it true? No, it's false actually. False. Yep. See? And so down here we have good. So this will show to me 7 days later. Which test case design is based on writing about probable errors? So this is probably error guessing. So that's kind of what you do. And there are a lot. I mean, there are, for this one, I got 88 to go through. These ones are more of just a straight up term. Base register contains the base address, I believe. Yep, array's base address. It's typically, I don't try to get it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be close enough. Leg V8 supports 64-bit architecture or something like that. Or assembly, see? So this is kind of, I go through this process until I've reviewed them all. And basically the whole goal is I review 20 to 30 terms a day over the course of the month. All of a sudden, by the time I enroll February 1st, it's in my long-term memory. This week, I'm focusing on computer architecture and operating systems for programmers. This next week, I'm going to be learning C++, Python. This week, I'll be learning Java. And then this week, I'll be learning discrete math too. This week, I'll probably just take a break because my mental noggin needs the break. So that is kind of my plan on how I plan on pre-studying. Let me know if you have any tips for you graduates or those who are in classes, what you wish you would have done if you are watching this after the fact or are currently in there. Or maybe, do you have any questions? Let me know. Comment below. Let me know.